Thank you for calling the Veterans Crisis Hotline. This is Scott. How can I help you?
2016 has been a troubled year for the understaffed Veterans Crisis Line, which was profiled in an Academy Award-winning documentary the year before.
I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to stay right with you.
In February, the VA Inspector General revealed, quote, that some calls routed to backup crisis centers were answered by voicemail, and callers did not always receive immediate assistance. In September, Congress learned that the former director of the Veterans Crisis Line had said in an internal email that more than a third of calls are not being answered by frontline staffers. Instead, they're being rolled to backup call centers where staff may have less training.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for all veterans.
The VA has tried to fix this problem. This week, a new 200-person call center in Atlanta was celebrated with much promise from VA Deputy Secretary Sloan Gibson.
But I got to tell you, getting stuff done inside the federal government's really hard. And the idea that in about 150 days, these guys went from a standing start to answering calls down here and hiring more than 200 additional staff. In the federal government, that's like light speed.
I urge the committee.
But 2 years after testifying before Congress, VA whistleblower Scott Davis, who works one floor down from the call center in Atlanta, tells CNN that there remained big problems that may not be easily solved. Problems like this, highlighted in an October complaint to the VA Inspector General from a suicidal veteran, claiming the person on the line left the call twice. Or in November, when a troubled veteran called the Atlanta office and Davis's colleagues could not patch him through.
It is so bad that when our own office tried to call the crisis line, no one answered the phone. Someone actually had to walk up from the 4th floor to go to the 5th floor to get someone to take a veteran's call.
In February, the VA Inspector General noted that not enough is being done to track how effective the call centers are when it comes to, quote, patient outcomes or other quality indicators. And Davis says this remains a problem.
Currently, we don't even have a standardization for quality assurance. And that's something basic that you would have for a call center, for a credit card company, for a cable company.
In the past, it was difficult for us because we didn't have the management information that would allow us to go back. And okay, what responder did they speak to? How much can that responder reconstruct the phone call? Now what we have to do is use the foundation, leverage off of it to deliver better outcomes.
An internal memo shows the number of abandoned or unanswered calls did not decrease from April to September of this year.
We're not going to be perfect, but we're trying to build as much rigor into the system and process as we can so that we operate more like a high reliability organization. We are within days of being at a point where pretty consistently we're not rolling any calls over.
But with stakes this high, Davis remains concerned about the cost of failure.
If this isn't addressed, you're going to have the number of veterans that commit suicide on a daily basis remain at 20 or more a day, which is simply unacceptable.
One thing everyone agrees on, we should give the phone number of the hotline for anybody watching right now. It is 1-800-273-TALK. That is 1-800-273-TALK or 8255. Veterans, choose option 1.